Welcome to the history of shiny bits. In this room you see all the shiny bits I've ever made, from the very first one in 2011 to the recent ones, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So this one is the first shiny bit ever, and it has a really cool little story because in 2011 I was at Body and Soul with the Bring Your Empty team, and we made a big sculpture. His name was Baz the dragon, and we used cans for the scales of the dragon, and we cut them all out, but these triangles were the cut off, so were the leftovers, and I took them all home because they were so shiny and I love shiny. And then a while after, I was sitting in my kitchen thinking, what am I going to do with it? And I just had this idea, and since it's always in my kitchen except now because it's here in the gallery, and it's the kitchen bit, but the very first shiny bit ever.
Brilliant.
And then over here we have a piece that was at Vantastival in the VIP area as a decoration, and you can see here the breath of inspiration, and if you zoom in the details, it's energy, focus, body, chill, nature and the mind, and it's all very beautifully put together with the roses, and it all grows all over the place.
Fantastic.
And the aim of the game is to remind people to bin their empties and to recycle and stuff like that. This piece then is a part of three, all three are here in the gallery. One is over to the right and one is over to the left, and it was at Melomania it was actually at a few festivals. It was Melomania at Vantastival, and each year after as well at Arcadian Field at my installations. Usually put out of the way because over the years the health and safety officers were always concerned about the sharp edges on it, so I started to do for 2019 the safe shiny bits, which are over there. I'm going to talk about them to you in a minute.
Yeah.
And this is the big, no, maybe it's not the biggest one yet anymore, but this is a lovely story, because all the trees here, all the cans for the trees, I collected at the riverbank next to the St. Helena's Park in Dundalk, and all the other details come from cans I collected over the years. From festivals, because personally I don't use many cans. I don't drink fizzy drinks. I don't drink many beer cans because Paul is brewing our own beer, so we kind of like avoid rubbish out of that.
Very good.
This is also part of the piece I was talking earlier, the three parts of the ones from Melomania.
Fantastic.
And this is the monster. This is a monster can monster, a little dragon made out of monster cans, and if you can see it, all the rubbish and the monster rubbish comes to attack us all on our little island with all the little people living here, and you have kangaroos jumping about and everything, and or whatever you want to say. It's just a bit of that.
Brilliant.
And these ones here they're called the three pieces, the biggest ones ever and the most fancy ones ever in my view. They are the Trinity of Shiny Bits, and you can see over here is a bit of land, like the coast, and all the people on it, they're a bit oblivious to what's happening around them, because what's coming is this big, huge wave of rubbish coming towards us all, and coming from this centerpiece like a sonic wave, boom. And here we have a question. Fear or no fear, what should we do with this? Should we be afraid and do not anything? Because sometimes fear can be activating and sometimes fear can be...
disability.
Pardon? Can stop you, can freeze you. So what are we doing about it? This is a question that's in the room here, and I think everybody can answer that for themselves, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you about it as well. Because I think it's a very important thing. And this thing is the mirror image of this, because in both parts of the world, in the east and the west, we have the same problem for a long time, that this big wave of rubbish has come towards us. But what's also very nice about the whole lot, I used over 300 cans doing this, and I got them from all over Europe and the world. Like I have cans there from Ireland, from the UK, from Germany, from Slovenia. This one here, the dragon is from Slovenia. I was on tour at the Disney dance show a while ago, and I found it there. And so, there's even cans from New Zealand there. I collected them all over the world, and all the little details, because it's not just a problem now and here, it's a problem for a long time, even before I was born. And I hope to inspire people to change a bit their way of thinking, so we can make a change, or just a bit of crack anyway. And this one is safe shiny bits, because after you've sanitized your hands,
Yeah.
you kind of like, you can touch them and you can draw your own pictures, and I actually invite everybody to come down, become part of the gallery, to make their own pictures
Their own arts.
and their own arts. And the cool thing about it, they all each feel differently because the direction of the sequence is different in each one of them. The question mark, one of the favourite pieces from Arcadian Field. It used to be in the middle of the field, and the lights react to your sound, so you can make it change like that. Maybe it sparks conversation here as well, because the question remains, what is the question?
What is the question? What can we do?
Yeah.